This week on InsideRH Athletics, I'll sit down with Coach Henderson to talk about the boys' basketball season. Then we'll head to Christian for Play of the Week. After that, we'll head to Micah for Region Roundup. All that and more on this week's InsideRH Athletics. What's up, Wildcats? Welcome to this week's edition of InsideRHathletics Athletics. I'm here with the head coach of the basketball team, Coach Henderson. How's it going, Coach?
Hey, great. Thanks for having me.
So, Coach, starting off the season pretty well. We're 3-2, but team looks great. We're improving. So, what's your goal for the season?
Yeah, I think goal coming in was obviously to build on some of the success that we had last year. We felt like we have a good group coming back. A lot of experience, and we've added some key pieces, so we were really trying to just build off of last year. We had a little bit of success towards the end of the year, and obviously just getting better as the year goes on. That's kind of the big focus for us, because basketball is a tournament sport. We really need to be playing our best basketball region tournament time at the end of the year, and I think you've seen through 5 games, we've improved significantly from game number 1 to game number 5.
Yeah, and talking about improving in basketball, but do you think that there's improvements in character that you're noticing? Players taking leadership roles and stuff like that.
Oh, definitely. And we've spent a lot of time over the last couple of years trying to build up character, trying to get our culture where we need our culture to be. Big focus this year. We want great people, great teammates, great competitors, and we have a group of guys that we feel like are really living out those values every day. We've had guys step up in leadership roles, guys are doing the right things on the court, off the court, they're holding each other accountable. And I think when you can get a team that's player-led, where the players are holding each other accountable, the players are pushing each other to be better, I think that's a chance, or that's a formula for a lot of success.
Yeah, obviously we're showing that. So, talking about, we're talking about character, but focusing more on basketball here, what parts of the team do you think are strongest and are really taking us to that next level?
So I think right now our chemistry is definitely probably one of the strongest that we've had in a long time. The guys they've played together for a long time, they know each other. The guys that we've added on are really filling in the roles really well, so they have really great chemistry right now. And we're relentless. I mean, we're super resilient, and I'm so proud of that part. Just from we've been down big in a couple games, and the guys they've never quit. And you saw that Friday night. We ended up Hilton Head was shooting the ball really well. We weren't shooting it great. We ended up down by 18 points at one point in the third quarter. But we never quit.
Wow, that's
never
awesome.
quit, and the guys again, the resiliency that they showed, and we came all the way back. We outscored them. We finished the game on a 30-2 run, won the game by 10 in overtime. So that's the stuff for me as a coach. When things aren't going well, how do we respond? And we've been in some tough situations so far this year, and every time the guys have responded how we want them to. So that's something we can really build on, and then we built on it because Saturday we played best game of the year.
Wow, amazing.
Across, all different aspects of the game. We shot a lot better. We played great on defense. We had great intensity. The guys were encouraging each other. They were supporting each other. We were really connected, and it showed. We won by 23 points on Saturday night. So those little things are areas where we're really strong right now, but obviously can still continue to improve in.
Yeah, and what aspects do you think need the most improvement?
So I would say we are pretty tough. But there's still room to grow there. And we kind of measure toughness, how do you act, how do you handle yourselves when things aren't going your way. So obviously when we're scoring a lot of points, when we're shooting well, if we're playing a lot, if things are going great, it's real easy to have a great attitude and great effort. In those tough times though, how are we responding? How's our attitude? How's our effort? How are we treating our teammates? Are we thankful for the opportunities that we have? So there have been times during the year where we've kind of not been tough, and that's when we usually get down by a decent amount. And then there's other times where we're really showing that we do have the capability of being a really tough team. We need to turn the ball over a little less, so we're wasting too many opportunities on the offensive end, and then shooting. I mean, we have guys that can really shoot it, and we've just been in a big shooting slump so far this year. Hopefully Saturday got us out of that. Again, we shot the ball a lot better on Saturday than we have all year. So. But yeah, I would say just the toughness aspect, turnovers, and shooting. Those are the 3 spots that we can really keep improving in.
Yeah, I know we'll figure it out. So to kind of get into the I guess, logistics of the game. How do you sort of prepare for a game, before the game?
It starts trying to figure out whatever we can get on the opponent. Early in the year it's a little more difficult because teams are new, but then once some games are played, we'll get film from other teams. We'll break that film down. We'll see what they're trying to do, who their key players are, what we can do to try to offset that. But then a lot of it really just focuses on us. What can we control? We can be better on offense. We can be better on defense. We can be better at rebounding. So practice-wise, the day before the game, we'll spend time. Hey, these are the things that they're going to run on offense. This is the way that we need to defend this. This is what they're going to play on defense. This is what we need to do when they're playing this on defense. But we always talk about, we just have to control the things that we can control, and that's always going to be our attitude and our effort. If we control those two things, we can play smart, we can play connected, we can play selfless, and we can be tough, and we're going to give ourselves a really great chance to be successful.
Yeah, I know it. So, we're, like I mentioned before, 3-2 on the season, but the two games that we lost, it was less than a margin of 10. These games were very close. So how do you think we win these close games?
Yeah, I think it's just part of the learning process. It's part of growing. And again, we fell behind in the third quarter in both of those games. We fought all the way back against Statesboro. We fought back. We were down by 1 in the fourth quarter, and we couldn't hit a shot there late in the game. So we got close, and then last Tuesday against Brunswick, we fell behind. We came all the way back. We forced overtime. We went to double overtime. We had a lead in overtime and just couldn't quite get over the hump there. So, the message to the team was, let's just keep building, let's keep getting better. And then Friday night, we found ourselves in the same situation, and we finished the game, and we won by 10. So I think, for us, it's just making sure. Again, I know I'm kind of repeating myself, but keep controlling the things that we can control. So even when things aren't going well, and this is kind of a message we have, like basketball, life, whatever it is, we're going to face adversity in basketball, in life. How do we respond to that adversity? And for us, early on, we didn't respond great, but as the year's gone on, we've improved significantly in a short amount of time.
Yeah, I know we're only going to get better. So, Coach, do you have anybody you want to shout out for this week's Player of the Week?
Yeah, we'll give the shout out to Alonzo Miller. So Alonzo, he played really well Friday, Saturday night. Friday night had 21 points, 10 of 11 shooting. They had a really, really difficult time guarding them. Followed up with Saturday night, 8 points, 10 rebounds, 8 blocks, a near triple-double. Friday night he took a big charge late in the game, which was much needed, big time winning play. So Zoe, keep working hard. I know you put in a lot of work. We're really proud of you.
More on Alonzo Miller on this week's Player of the Week.
Alonzo Miller is a junior for the Richmond Hill basketball team and has big goals this season by improving and mastering his skills and also as stepping up as a leader among his teammates.
I would say my personal goal so far this season, I just wanted to increase my offense. I want to be more of a threat. I want to get better at shooting. So far, I think maybe I've increased a little bit, but I still have a lot more that I need to improve on. Stepping up as a leader, that's a big part. That's a big thing I need to work on too, as I'm becoming a senior next year. So that's something I'm working on at the moment.
Miller states that his biggest motivator in basketball is Russell Westbrook, from his mentality to his ability to never give up during plays.
My favorite player has been Russell Westbrook. He just gives you the mentality. You always got to go. Makes you want to work hard. That's who I look up to for basketball. It's tenacity. He's always going. There's no slowing him down no matter what.
Compared to past years, Miller has improved significantly over time, and they pay off as enhanced scores, rebounds, and stats.
Just like me growing as a player, if you look at my stats last year, it's so much different so far. I've just been scoring a lot more on the defensive end, rebounds, just everything. It's just been going a lot better than last year.
Beyond high school, Miller plans to continue basketball and hopefully play the NBA overseas.
Yes, I think playing anywhere overseas would be an amazing dream come true for me. Either the NBA overseas, that would be perfect. Even college, I would love to continue playing basketball somewhere else.
Reporting for InsideRH, I'm Kristen Smith.
After the break, we'll head to Region Roundup. Welcome back. Now to Region Roundup.
What's up, Wildcats? My name's Micah, and I'm here to bring you this week's edition of Region Roundup. Let's get into it. First for region standings, we have boys basketball, where first place goes to the Camden County Wildcats with a record of 7-0. Second place goes to the Tift County Blue Devils with a record of 6-1. Third, the Richmond Hill Wildcats with a record of 4-2. Fourth goes to the Lions Vikings with a record of 4-4. Fifth place goes to the Colquitt County Packers with a record of 1-4. And last but not least, the Valdosta Wildcats with a record of 1-5. Next up, we have girls basketball, where first place goes to the Camden County Wildcats with a record of 6-1. Second place goes to the Colquitt County Packers with a record of 5-1. Third place goes to the Valdosta Wildcats with a record of 5-1. Fourth, the Lions Vikings with a record of 6-2. Fifth place goes to the Tift County Blue Devils with a record of 5-3. And last but not least, the Richmond Hill Wildcats with a record of 4-3. Last but not least for this week's region standings, we have flag football, where first place goes to the Richmond Hill Wildcats with a record of 16-1. Second, the Long County Blue Tides with a record of 18-1. Third, the Camden County Wildcats with a record of 10-6. Fourth, the Appling County Pirates with a record of 8-9. Fifth, the Brunswick Pirates with a record of 2-11. Last but not least, we have the Glen Academy Red Terrors with a record of 3-15. I've been Mike Tomko, and this has been Region Roundup. Let's head back to Will.
Hey, Brandon, come on, get up.
Whip a Tesla, spinners looking kinda ashy. Find me bumping on my feet, I'm sorry that I'm clever. Wear a cap and gown, just make me better. Dodge my ass.
Really? Seriously?
I'm faster than myself, it's hard to measure.
That's all for this week's edition of InsideRHAthletics Wildcats. I'll see you guys next week.